We are always inspired. Campus Challenge. Every step going higher. Campus Challenge. Education is power. To get us the answers we need for the day. Naija Campus Challenge.
Campus Challenge Naija Season 3.
Welcome to Battle 2 of Season 3 of Campus Challenge. Campus Challenge is a competition organized by Bowles Michael Global Consult in identifying intellectuals in various universities in Nigeria with a special reward of $3,000. Today, we take the second battle between University of Ibadan and Federal University of Agriculture, Abeokuta. And I'm still your quiz master, Bowles Michael. Representing University of Ibadan is Aisha Adebiyi Adeola. And representing the Federal University of Agriculture, Abeokuta, is Fatima Ogunbadejo. The battle today is between two great schools. The first university in Nigeria is the University of Ibadan, and one of the greatest universities in terms of agricultural research is the Federal University of Agriculture, Abeokuta. So it's a battle that promises to be exciting. Before we jump into this battle, we're going to take this break and I'll be back any moment from now.
Every year, hundreds of students across different tertiary institutions in the country sign up for the biggest educational TV show in Nigeria, Campus Challenge Naija. This is not just a TV show, it is a battle, the Battle of the Titans, where students compete for a grand total of
$3,000.
And this is the time where we begin our search for our next champion. Have you got what it takes to compete with the brightest of minds? Can you stand the heat and enjoy the spotlight? If yes, this is your opportunity as registration for Campus Challenge Naija Season 4 begins this September. All you need to do is follow the instructions on your screen and you're on your way to becoming our next champion. This video is brought to you by Len5.
Campus Challenge Naija Season 3.
Welcome back to the second battle of the Campus Challenge Season 3 between the University of Ibadan and the Federal University of Agriculture, Abeokuta. Here are the rules of the game. There are 3 segments in this battle. We have the general rounds, or the general segment, that consists of English, mathematics, and intelligent quotient question. We've got the international relations segment that consists of current affairs and history. And we've got the subject choice segment, where the contestants have the right to pick questions from their best subjects. In this case, we've got University of Ibadan, which basically is from the Art Department, and we've gotten the University of Federal University of Agriculture, Abeokuta, which is from the Science Department. Now we jump into the battles. Every question is 5 points. Bonus to the contestants is 2 points, and if any of them cannot answer the question, it is basically thrown into the audience, where we specially reward our audience for answering the questions specially. Now the battle begins. General round, question 1 to 7. I'll start with University of Ibadan. University of Ibadan, your question.
Number 1.
Question 1. If 4 apples and 6 bananas cost 1.56 naira, and 9 apples and 7 bananas cost 2.60 naira. What is the cost of 1 apple and 1 banana? Your time starts now.
No idea.
No idea. Investor of Ibadan says no idea. Can we take bonus to FUNAAB?
Apple will cost 0.18.
Apple 0.18 what?
0.18 apples.
Apple will cost 0.18 or 0.18 naira.
0.18 naira.
So call the value of our currency 0.18 naira.
Banana will cost 0.14.
Banana will cost 0.14 naira. That's correct for 2 points to FUNAAB. The battle is here. It's just the beginning. No tension. Just take it easy with yourself. We're here to have fun. FUNAAB, your question.
Question 7.
Question 7. Question 7. Which country will host the FIFA World Cup in 2034? Which country will host the FIFA World Cup in 2034? The time starts now. It was just announced recently. 2034. 10 years from now. No idea?
I only know of Kenya.
You know of Kenya. Will Kenya host the World Cup? Maybe one day.
Morocco.
Morocco. That is actually not correct. And I'm sure your time is up by now. It's 30 seconds, quickly. Bonus to University of Ibadan. New Zealand. That's sweet, but that's not correct. I saw you hand out that last point there.
My name is Okoli Anita from Nnamdi Azikiwe University, Saudi Arabia.
Saudi Arabia. That is actually correct. Saudi Arabia will be hosting the World Cup in 2034. Thank you. Round 2. University of Ibadan, your question.
Question 3.
Question 3. Select 2 words that are synonymous plus an antonym of these 2 synonyms from the list of words below. Spearhead, escort, vanguard, petrol, weapon, stand, and space. 2 words that are synonyms plus their antonym.
The synonyms are spearhead and
Synonyms are spearhead, vanguard,
and the antonym
antonym,
space.
antonym, space. Synonym spearhead and vanguard, antonym is space. I'm going to give you half of the question. I'm going to give you half point because spearhead and vanguard are actually the synonym, but space is not the antonym. So that's basically no bonus for that. It's a balanced question. So I'm just going to take you. The antonym actually is 10, but the synonyms you got it right. The spearhead and vanguard, and the antonym is 10. So far we know the synonym. A good student or somebody that understands it, we know the antonym. So we don't want to make that a bonus. She has answered the synonym already, which is spearhead and vanguard. So I'm going to give her 3 points for that. So the antonym is 10. So I go to Federal University of Agriculture, Abeokuta for your round 2 question.
Question 2.
Question 2. Which of the following is most opposite in meaning to the word in replete?
Barring.
A, open, B, barring, C, energetic, and D, inviting.
Be barring.
B, barring. That's correct for 5 points. The speed for the competition is on. The excitement is there.
Number
University
5.
of Ibadan, your final round question.
Number 5.
Question 5. The male African footballer of the year 2024 is
Ademola Lookman.
Ademola Lookman. Correct for 5 points. Ademola Lookman was crowned the African footballer of the year not quite long. He plays for Atlanta in Italy, and he was crowned the African footballer of the year, proudly Super Eagles of Nigeria. Congratulations to University of Ibadan once again. Federal University of Agriculture, your final round question.
Question 4.
Question 4. Use each letter of the phrase clear, triumph, pattern once to produce the names of 3 musical instruments. Use each letter of the phrase clear, triumph, pattern once to produce the names of 3 musical instruments.
Clarinet.
Clarinet,
Trumpet.
trumpet, and harp. Correct for 5 points. Clarinet, trumpet, and harp. We've come to the end of the first round, which is a general segment between University of Ibadan and FUNAAB. At the end of this competition, University of Ibadan have a total of 8 points, and Federal University of Agriculture Abeokuta have a total of 12 points. This is an amazing round. How are you feeling, Fatima?
I'm feeling okay.
You feel okay? Aisha, how was the battle?
Quite okay.
Quite okay. So you want to move to the next one. That's wonderful. Before we go into the second segment, we will take a break, and Campus Challenge will return just in a moment.
Every year, hundreds of students across different tertiary institutions in the country sign up for the biggest educational TV show in Nigeria, Campus Challenge Naija. This is not just a TV show, it is a battle, the Battle of the Titans, where students compete for a grand total of
$3,000.
And this is the time where we begin our search for our next champion. Have you got what it takes to compete with the brightest of minds? Can you stand the heat and enjoy the spotlight? If yes, this is your opportunity, as registration for Campus Challenge Naija Season 4 begins this September. All you need to do is follow the instructions on your screen, and you're on your way to becoming our next champion. This video is brought to you by Lem5.
Campus Challenge Naija Season 3.
Welcome back to the second battle of the Campus Challenge between University of Ibadan, the first university in Nigeria, and the Federal University of Agriculture Abeokuta, a great university for research. Now we go into the second segment of this competition, which is the international relations, where we have questions from current affairs and history. This time around, I'll be starting with the Federal University of Agriculture Abeokuta. You've got questions from 1 to 7. Question, FUNAAB.
Question number 2.
Question number 2. Varuna is the bilateral exercise between the navies of which countries? The time starts now. Varuna, bilateral exercise between the navies of which countries? So we're going to have an interaction between 2 countries. Your final answer?
USA and England.
USA
And England.
and England. USA and England, 2 great nations of the world. That's very beautiful. But I'm sorry to say, that is not correct. Bonus Investor of Ibadan.
France and USA.
France and USA, that is not correct. Anybody from the audience? Okay. France and USA is not correct.
Adigbora Yomide representing University of Lagos, India and France.
India and France. That is actually correct. India and France. Yeah. Aisha said France, but you didn't know the partner. It's France and India that you have Varuna. Okay. Your question, round 1.
Number 1.
Number 1. India organized the first investment forum in 2023. With which country?
Saudi Arabia.
Saudi Arabia. Correct for 5 points. Saudi Arabia, correct for 5 points. The battle is getting exciting. We got a round 2, still on the international relation question. FUNAAB, your question.
Question 4.
Question 4. Which institution released the World Economic Situation and Prospect Reports? Which institution released the World Economic Situation and Prospect Reports? The time is on.
No idea.
Any idea? You said no idea. You can always think it through. So no idea. Bonus to University of Ibadan.
OAS.
OAS.
ECOWAS.
ECOWAS. Institution that released the world economic situation. We talk about the world.
Sorry.
You refer to ECOWAS is talking about West Africa. Bonus to the audience.
Shit.
Okay.
Abdegani Rabiat Bisola from the University of Lagos. The answer is the World Bank.
The World Bank. I love the World Bank because inside the bank there is a word. That is actually not correct. One more from the side. The World Bank. The World Economic Situation and Prospect Report. Give it to her, please.
I am Raina Motola from University of Ilorin, United Nations.
United Nations. That's correct. United Nations. Thank you. The next question goes to University of Ibadan.
Number 3.
Number 3. When is the World Telecom Day observed every year?
23rd of May.
23rd of May. Correct for 5 points. The World Telecom Day is 23rd of May. So we go to round 3, the final round. FUNAAB, your question.
Question 7.
Question 7. Who is the Senate President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria?
Senator Godswill Akpabio.
Please be more audible, please.
Senator Godswill Akpabio.
His Excellency Senator Godswill Akpabio. That's correct for 5 points. And the final question to the University of Ibadan.
Number 6.
Question 6. Which country has been hit by the tropical storm Naija?
Philippines.
Naija.
Philippines.
Philippines. Correct for 5 points. Beautiful battle. And we've come to the end of the second round. And at the end of the second round, University of Ibadan have a total of 15 points. And Federal University of Agriculture, Abeokuta, have a total of 5 points. It's been a wonderful battle. Now we're going to the final segment of the second battle between University of Ibadan and Federal University of Agriculture, Abeokuta. This segment is a subject choice segment. And University of Ibadan from the art department chose art questions, while FUNAAB from the science department chose science questions. So they are entitled to pick questions from the segment. I'll start with University of Ibadan.
Question 1.
Question 1 from the art segment. How many amendments does the United States Constitution have?
27.
27. Correct for 5 points. 27. There are 27 amendments in the Constitution of the United States of America. That's correct. Federal University of Agriculture, Abeokuta, represented by Fatima. Your question.
Question 1.
Question 1 in science. What metal is the best conductor of electricity? The time starts already. What metal is the best conductor of electricity?
Aluminium.
Aluminium. I love aluminium. It's being used everywhere. Aluminium, very good metal, not the best conductor of electricity. Bonus to University of Ibadan. Maybe from your knowledge in science. You want to try that? Argon. You remember argon as an element. You know, but that's not actually correct. The best conductor of electricity, anybody from the audience? I saw these hands first. Oh, yeah, this may do. Before this, New York.
My name is Ifukonluwa. Copper.
Copper. No, copper is not a good conductor. So I give it to him. He was the second hand there. Copper is not a good conductor. He's not a better conductor than the best.
I'm Ali Abdul Olabide from Obafemi Awolowo University. The answer is silver.
Silver, that's correct. Silver. Question 2 of the final segment. University of Ibadan.
Question 2.
Question 2 from the heart segment. Question 2. The Green Chamber, as often called, has how many members?
360.
360 members. What is the other name for the Green Chamber?
House of Rep.
House of Rep. 5 points for University of Ibadan. Well detailed, well understanding, clear. The House of Representatives, where we have representatives of various locations in the states across Nigeria. We've got 360 of them representing us. Thank you so much, University of Ibadan. FUNAAB, your question.
Question 2.
Question 2 from the science aspect. Charged with heresy and condemned to life in prison, what Italian astronomer stood trial in 1633 for promoting the Copernican model of the solar system?
Galileo.
Galilei. Correct for 5 points. Galileo Galilei. So as a scientist making research, he stood trials just because he was making research. That is what scientists that have gone ahead of us have done. We want to have new scientists that can make research and they can also face trials because people don't want to support what you are researching on. The final round of this segment, University of Ibadan. Question 3 from the heart. Question 3. The title of the book by Jeremy K. Jeremy was 3 men in A ship, B boat, C car, and D plane. The title of the book by Jeremy K. Jeremy was 3 men in A ship, B boat, C car, and D plane. Boats. Boats. Have you been in a boat before? You've been on a boat before? No. So why do you go for boats? You don't want to use car? Or was it a guess? You just guess? And I'm excited to say your guess is correct for 5 points. The answer is boats. The answer is boats, so sometimes we guess to be correct. Fatima, Federal Investment Agriculture, Abeokuta, your question. Question 3. The pseudobula effect is characterized by uncontrollable bouts of crying and what other form of expression? Laughing. Correct for 5 points. This is a very smooth contest between University of Ibadan and Federal Investment Agriculture, Abeokuta. It's been an amazing one. At the end of this battle, this segment, University of Ibadan have a total of 15 points. And Federal Investment Agriculture have a total of 10 points. We will be taking this break to come back and announce the results, knowing who is going into the quarterfinals.
Every year, hundreds of students across different tertiary institutions in the country sign up for the biggest educational TV show in Nigeria, Campus Challenge Naija. This is not just a TV show, it is a battle, the Battle of the Titans, where students compete for a grand total of
$3,000.
And this is the time where we begin our search for our next champion. Have you got what it takes to compete with the brightest of minds? Can you stand the heat and enjoy the spotlight? If yes, this is your opportunity as registration for Campus Challenge Naija Season 4 begins this September. All you need to do is follow the instructions on your screen and you're on your way to becoming our next champion. This video is brought to you by Learn5.
Campus Challenge Naija Season 3.
Welcome back. As we listen to the final result between the University of Ibadan, the Premier University, and Federal Investment Agriculture, Abeokuta, it's been an interesting battle going through all the various segments. At the end of this battle, Federal Investment Agriculture, Abeokuta, well competitive, well informed, answering questions with confidence, had a total of 27 points. Why the University of Ibadan, the first university in Nigeria, doing well, responsive, asked students, showing interest in science, did an amazing job, and had a total of 38 points. At the end of this battle, University of Ibadan will be going into the quarterfinals. And the contest for Federal University of Agriculture will end today. Let's appreciate that once again. We've come to the end of the second battle today. I'll see you in the next battle.